Hey everyone, let me talk about how hurtful obesity can be to a person. You can have strokes, breathing problems, along with many other diseases, so at least try to exercise or eat right occasionally and just be aware of your own body weight. Or you'll end up like this guy. This is Penta, from the game Yume Penguin Monogatari, or Dream Penguin Adventure, or Story the Dream Penguin, an NES game made by Konami before #Konami. This game already has a different goal than what other NES games had, but does it hold up after all these years? So I'm gonna find out about the good, the bad, and the furry moments of Dream Penguin Adventure. You wanna know the story? Penta loves Penko. Penko doesn't love Penta. Penta gets his heart shattered, Genji tells him to piss off, and Penko leaves with Genji. I know how you feel.
I can't stand fat guys like you, Penta, so I decided to go on a date with the smart, stylish,
sexy
Genji instead.
What?
Hey Penta, you wanna lose weight? Get some fat begun. My gang has some, you can try to get it from them. Penta, if you really love me, come see me when you're all slimmed up. I'll be waiting for you at the top of the waterfall. Just stop eating it.
So that's the plot. Go to 6 levels and lose weight by the end of the level before you run out of time to move on. You climb a mountain, fly through the sky, climb a giant cake, fly through Egypt, go across the sea, and jump across Antarctica, all to slim up so you can win Penko's heart. The gameplay and controls are easy to understand. You can jump with the A button and attack with the B button. When you start, your basic attack is a kick, but when you're all slimmed up, you get a projectile attack. You want to get slimmed up as fast as possible, because you're on a time limit and you can't waste it. If you're too fat, you go very slow, and you attack enemies by belly flopping them. But like I said, you don't want to get fat. Not only your attack has a short range, but you get stuck in this animation. You don't have a health meter, but a weight meter, showing how fat you are and how much weight you need to lose before you finish the level. Your weight meter can range from chubby, normal, thin, and mystery. When you're able to get the mystery, you become invincible for a while, kinda like the star from Super Mario Bros. When an enemy hits you, you don't really take damage. Penta just falls back and cries for a bit. This is only meant to waste time. You also can get really fat by falling in the water. He's a penguin. He can't swim? The only way to lose is to run out of time, or to make it but not slim down enough. Well, I talked about the story and gameplay, now it's time to talk about the good. Levels of variety. You start off with a simple 2D platformer level, but it changes to a side-scrolling shooter sometimes. There are also some levels that have certain power-ups that makes them different from one another, along with some nice NES music. In fact, let's put that as a 1.5. The main goal of each level. Unlike other NES games, when you just reach to the goal, you have to do more than just that, and that would be Penta's weight loss quest. You have to avoid all types of food, and only focus on the fat be gone to lose weight. You also have to get clocks to increase your time, along with trying not to get hit, drowned, or blown up. It kinda creates a pro weight loss character. Well, think about it. Your character's not only walking and jumping all over the place just to be with Penko, but he's also going through all this losing weight as well. And I think that's what gives off a pro weight loss motive, if not only for our character but for other people as well. Like, doing it for someone you care about, like a family member or a loved one. Okay, I talked about the good, now it's time to talk about the bad. The boss fights. While not impossible, they can be frustrating. The reason why I say that is that the bosses can easily make you fat and you have little time to lose weight and beat them. So you have to dodge the food they're firing and focus on the fat be gone. Because if you beat the boss but didn't reach your goal, you're gonna have to do the whole level all over again. And there were numerous times where I had to use save states just to finish the game with a good ending. It can be hard for newcomers. This is pretty much the same argument as the bosses. There is nothing more irritating than to complete a level just to do it all over again. But like I said about the bosses, it's not impossible. I mean, I didn't complete every level flawlessly on my first try, but I was able to make it to the end with the right goal I needed to be for my weight. The game's too short? Yeah, to be honest guys, it was kinda hard trying to equal out the good and bad for this game. The most common complaint I found for this one is that it's too short. Well, so are a lot of other NES games. However, I do find a few defenses to that claim. Like, I would like to see more levels with more certain power-ups rather than just that one moment during Cake Mountain, as well as Egypt. We could have a swimming level because Penta's a penguin, but according to this game, penguins can't swim. Alright, that's enough about the bad. Now let's talk about the furry moments. As for design, each character has that chibi look, and it's adorable. It fits with this game's cutesy art style. The penguins are simple to recognize for what colors their genders represent. Blue for boys, and pink for girls. As for other animals, you get cliff-jumping hippos, pigs with airships, carefree gorillas, the loneliest polar bear in the world, the cutest seals ever, and pirate penguins! As for behavior, we have another game where animals act like people, but unlike Cat Quest, they don't really do anything animalistic. The closest is probably Penta for being able to glide with his wings, even though penguins can't fly. And because of the polar bear, I guess we also have that world, while there are some anthropomorphic animals that can walk and talk, and others that stay out on all fours and act like animals. As for world, despite its geography, I guess it's kinda sorta similar to what we have, just with anthropomorphic animals. Mostly because this world has an Egypt and Antarctica and Japan. But we sure as heck don't have a Cake Mountain. I wanna go to Cake Mountain!
I eat little penguin.
As for how each animal lives, they live in places that's not really native to their own environment. The only exceptions I found were the seals and the polar bear. The loneliest polar bear in the world. Okay, so spoiler alert, I do recommend playing this game. Yeah, it's hard, but so are a lot of other NES games. So Genji kidnaps Penko as he challenges Penta to fight him in an air battle in Antarctica. So you get to Antarctica where you can jump over the stage, as you get on the plane to fight Genji. You have to shoot the hands first in order to hit the main body of the ship. Wait, does that mean... Nah, I'm sure it's just a coincidence. So you blow up Genji's aircraft, watch him fall to his death, catch Penko, and the both of you have a sweet moment together flying at night. But if you're too fat... Sorry, Penta, thanks for saving me, but you're still too fat.
You bitch.
However, if you did slim down, Penko opens up her feelings towards Penta, even though it's obvious she likes him for his body, and kisses him on the cheek. Penta's face gets red, thinking he's totally gonna get laid tonight, as we cut to them having a romantic picnic at night. The stars are bright, the air is cool, and your girlfriend is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, she's fat! Wait a minute. You're criticizing me for my weight while you have a binge eating problem?
You bitch.
I agree. Now it's time for the overall score. As for the game score, I give it a 4 out of 5. It's a good NES game. As for the furry score, I give it a 5 out of 5. We do have a good cast of anthropomorphic animals. Overall, I love the premise of the gameplay as well as the whole look of it. It's kind of a shame this wasn't released in the US, because I think kids would have liked this game growing up, and kids could have grown up with a pro weight loss character. Well, to be fair, this is the company who would later make Dance Dance Revolution, so I guess kids can grow up with that as well. Yeah, I know this game is hard, and back then, Japan didn't really think highly of us when it came to video games. But if you have an NES emulator, download it and give it a go. I have the download the ROM in the description, so try it out. I'm Leo Crit, and this has been Furry Game Reviews. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.